What's up guys, Tim Little. Welcome back to Tactical Bassin. Today's video, my #1 tool for finding fish on bodies of water that I've never fished before. Have you ever went to a lake and wondered how to find fish? Today's video, you're not gonna wanna miss. Today's electronics are phenomenal. You know, when you can have side imaging, you can have down imaging, 360 imaging, it makes fishing so much easier. But today's video, we're gonna head inside. I'm gonna show you my #1 tool for finding fish. Let's go jump inside and get behind the computer. So what we have here, we have Google Earth pulled up. Now I'm gonna show you guys, let's go to California and let's do Lake Oroville. Those of you guys that aren't familiar with Google Earth, this is satellite imagery of the entire Earth. But what's really cool is you can zoom in your favorite locations anywhere in the world. Looking at a body of water from the air, it has so many benefits, right? You can see offshore structure, you can see mud lines, you can see current seams, current breaks. If you're fishing river systems, you can see little pockets, eddies, that sort of stuff. And you can do all of this research from the couch or from your kitchen. I don't have my office set up yet, so I'm in the kitchen. But you get my point, right? You can be at home and you're bettering your fishing because you're learning the area or areas to fish or to go try out. So let's take a look at Oroville. So here's the main body right here. You got Bidwell over here. Let's go up over here and I want to show you guys these cool little tips. So zoom in. How cool is that, right? You can see your favorite fishery all zoomed in. First tip, the farther you zoom in on Google Earth, it kind of rotates the view. If you just hit the R button, that'll flatten out the image for you. So you can get a real straight down aerial shot of the area you're fishing. So let's take a look at this right here. This is a main lake point, a main point that separates these two arms right here. You see that? I've actually won quite a bit of money off of this spot right here. So let's go ahead and hit R. What I want to show you, the first major tip, one of the major benefits of Google Earth is this little deal right down here. Now this actually shows you all of the aerial pictures taken of this location. So you can see this one has from 1993 all the way up to December 2018. Now what this allows you to do, it allows you to check the body of water at different times of the year. Anytime that the NASA or any of the satellite images are uploaded, you can check that time of year for your body of water. So we got December 2018, November. Now one thing with Google Earth, obviously there's things that come into play. You have wind. So if your body of water is really clear, but the picture is taken on a windy day, it'll look very blown out because the image is coming back with reflection off of the rippled water. So let's kind of scroll through here and see if we can get a good picture. Okay, look at that. So that whole point, that whole island top that I was just showing you is right here, completely underwater. You wouldn't even know that that was there when you zoomed out. Let's take a look again. So that's August 2016. There is December 2018. Again, R flattens it out. But look at the two differences. How cool is that? So you just learned a whole new spot. You learned how this main lake point, this main arm this main point that separates these two arms, how it lays out. And you get that real good picture in your head of what it looks like, but also you can actually save waypoints on Google Earth. So let's go ahead and take a look at some other things we can find. So that looks awesome. Say we want to waypoint it. Now, this can be an advanced series. I'm gonna keep it fairly basic today just to kind of get you guys used to using Google Earth, and then we'll show you later on how to save your waypoints, save your trails, create routes, all that sort of stuff, and how to upload it to your Lowrance or Humminbird units. And again, that'll be a different video, but today I want to show you the basics so you can see how easy it is to do research from the couch, find spots like this right here. I've won money off of that rock pile. Right there. It's such an amazing tool because we use it all the time. Anytime we're doing research, we're on Google Earth. Anytime we're going to a new body of water, we're always looking at stuff. And right now, I will show you guys how to save a waypoint. Now, I'm going to show you how to do, you could do hundreds of waypoints if you want, which I do. But today, I'm going to show you how to do just a handful and how you can save them and screenshot the numbers so you can go plug in the numbers into your unit and go fish these locations. So right here, let's say that we want to put a waypoint on this rock pile. It's an awesome spot. It's kind of this back little bay here. You can see there's a little creek coming in, but you got this long tapering point. I know this point well. I actually had like a 7-pound spot come up and eat a head off of this spot right here and completely missed the hooks, but caught some big ones off it. So again, push R, that'll flatten that image for you. Let me zoom out so you can see how that changes it. See, when you zoom in, it kind of rotates your view. If you hit R, it flattens the image. Also over here, if you ever get like turned around, say you're looking around, again, this is all just basic Google Earth stuff. Say you get kind of messed up, just hit this little N right here, and that will recenter everything for you. So let's go back down to this spot over here, and let's go ahead and put a waypoint on this rock pile. All you guys that fish Oroville, you now have a new rock pile. So again, hit R. We're going to come right up here to this little push pin. We're going to drag this pin over to this rock pile. Now again, when you're waypointing this stuff, you're not wanting to put the actual needle point of the pin where you're at. You want to put the middle of these crosshairs on your spot. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to name it rock pile. Hit OK. So now we zoom out. You click on this, you right click on this waypoint right here and get info. Here is your latitude and longitude. So these are numbers right here. Those are physical numbers that you can type in on any of your electronics and save that waypoint right now. So there's a freebie for you guys. Again, if you're doing hundreds of these, down the road I will teach you how to move the whole file over to your unit. But today we're just talking the basics. How to use Google Earth, how to find this stuff, how to save a handful of waypoints next time. So next time you're out on the water, you can go check them out. So you got your latitude and longitude over here. We went ahead and named it rock pile. What I did over here, I actually created a folder called Lake Oroville. And how you do that, you just click over, you click right here, and then you go up here and hit add folder, and then you can type in the fishery or the lake that you're working on and create the folder. I find it's a lot easier to save waypoints for each specific body of water in its own folder, because later on when you go to export it, it'll all be organized and you can export just the lake that you're going to be fishing. You know, when you have hundreds or thousands of waypoints, it just slows down your unit. You know, today's units, they only have so much RAM, so much random access memory. Their processors are fairly slow. So the more information you have on it, the slower they're going to work. So if you can keep things organized, it's better for you to find stuff as an angler, and it's better for your unit. It'll work quicker, which means more success for you on the water. So we got one rock pile over here. Let's go ahead and take some other looks at some stuff over here. So we got a bridge coming along over here. Let's jump through these years and see the different levels of water. So out in California, in the West Coast, our lakes fluctuate so much. So depending on the water level is going to depend, or it's going to determine what area you're going to fish, right? Still kind of scrolling through. 2008 doesn't look that good. Let's go back all the way to 2018. Let's try and find, these are all houseboats over here. Look at this rock wall. Let's go back down this arm over here to some flats, a good area. I want to show you guys some big old boulders that I've caught fish off of. So got that main hump right there. Look at this big spawning flat right here. It's kind of the only flat in this whole general area, right? Look at that. Nice juicy rock pile. So let's kind of zoom in. Down in the bottom right hand corner of the screen you'll see the altitude. So we're at 1,421 feet, and zoom out. The more you zoom in, the less clear it gets, but you get the idea. You can really see what's going on. You got some bigger boulders over here. Over here looks like we got an old wall. Pretty cool right there. So again, let's label this one. So hit R, that'll flatten the screen. Jump up here. Move this guy over to the wall. Again, you're not doing the bottom of the pin. You want to put the middle of the crosshairs right in the middle on it. And we're going to name this rock wall. You got your latitude and longitude right here. Now you got that labeled. You can see how you can do this to all of these spots. There's so many cool things you can label, and then you save this on your unit. Now you can go right to those locations and fish them. We've got a rock pile over here. So typically when I'm site imaging and I'm waypointing stuff out, I like to get a visual picture of how everything lays out. Everybody does this differently, but I will actually, if I was site imaging this with my boat, I would come in straight across, I'd come in straight across this way, and I would grid the whole thing out. And I'm going to put a waypoint there, and there, and there, and there, and there. I'm going to kind of waypoint the edges out, and then I will put a waypoint on the top. So when I'm on the water and I am looking at my waypoints, I can see that 25 feet out to the left is the edge of the rock pile. 47 feet out to the right is the edge of the rock pile. 12 feet ahead of me is the top of the rock pile. It just helps you get a better feel of what's going on below the surface. But for today's video, we're just going to go ahead and put a waypoint right in the middle of this, and we're going to call this. We'll call this large rock pile. Got your latitude and longitude right there. Let's go ahead and move. Let me delete this one real quick. And remember, we want to put it right in the middle. So right in the middle, large rock pile. Boom, there you go. So pretty cool stuff. Now you have 3 waypoints. If you're up in this arm on Oroville, now you have 3 waypoints right there. You guys saw the lat and longitude. You guys can go plug those into your units, save those. Those are 3 freebies right there. But you can see how cool this program is and how you can use it for exploring new fisheries or your fisheries that you've been fishing for years and haven't seen it at different water levels. Again, when you pull this water up, there's a perfect example right there of when so this picture was taken May of 2017. You can see kind of how the water is all reflective. Now, if this is a really clear body of water, you could zoom into the shoreline and there was no wind reflection. You could see treetops, you could see rock piles below the surface. But right now, it's pretty blown out. But let's go ahead and jump over to, let's do Clear Lake. So this time of the year, any time of the year, Clear Lake is an awesome fishery. Especially this time of the year, the grass is up. We're typically throwing frogs, flipping, pitching the outside grass line. So let's go ahead and pull up the newest picture. We got Rodman Slough over here. Got Lakeport over here. Let's go look at like State Park area. Let's see what we can find here. So earliest pictures all the way in 1993. Pretty cool. You got a black and white picture. Let's see what else we got. 1998. Let's find a year in the summertime when we can find, how about August? Fortunately, some of these pictures in California are smoky. Here's one from 2013. Look at this offshore grass out here. Offshore grass line right here. You come in real tight, you can see all this grass. Now this is all backwaters. In springtime, we've caught fish out of this. These are all just reeds, tules. But look at this stuff out here, this grass line out here. Let's see if we can find something else. See these grass lines? So what you can do, you can find these offshore grass lines and create waypoints. Let's go take a look at Rodman, see if there's anything over here. You guys can see what an awesome tool this is to check out your fisheries, different months of the year, different years, different decades. Look at this. This is from August 2011. Main grass patches out here. Not much over here. But what an amazing tool to see, okay, I got a waypoint on grass, the farthest grass patch out. Now I can go and check that, and you can go fish it before the grass is visible on the surface. So you have an advantage knowing where that grass is. What was that one? Where that grass is going to be. Look at that. Where that grass is going to be before other anglers. And I know I'm showing a lot of people this, but it is a phenomenal tool to be able to organize your waypoints, but better yet, find new waypoints of stuff that you want to check out. So this picture is from September 2010. Looks like there's an algae bloom. But how cool is it to go check out some of these backwaters? You can see some of this stuff over here. This little backwater right here. But guys, Google Earth is an amazing, amazing tool to be able to kill time when you can't be out on the water, to be able to do research about your fisheries, see what areas are clean when others aren't, to see what areas flood, you know, especially on bodies of water where your water, it fluctuates throughout the year. Now you can go find a rock pile, a laydown, a creek channel, stuff like that, that's gonna give you an advantage over the competition. You know, I've flown drones around, I've taken pictures, I've done all the stuff myself, but Google Earth, I mean, look at this grass line right here. Again, R kind of flattens it out. Look at this awesome grass line right here. So you can waypoint all of this and go fish it. That one's not too hard, it's just right outside of Brados Marina. But when you, like jumping back to Oroville, when you can find high spots, rock piles, laydowns, stuff like that that your competition doesn't know about, you can create waypoints from the couch and go have success right off the bat. You know, say you want to fish, you know, the South Fork of Lake Oroville. I mean, check out some of the stuff you can find. You could spend hours upon days doing this stuff. You know, it'll get overwhelming. You'll have to really manage your waypoints. But when you can find these high spots and you don't have to drive over them with your electronics, it is such an amazing tool to be able to use. So here we are, May 2013. Look at this rock right here. So here you can see the clear water. You can see kind of this rocky point. But look at this individual rock out here. So let's go ahead and waypoint this. Again, make sure you're in Lake Oroville. Come up here. We'll waypoint this, and we'll name this Big Rock. Here's your latitude and longitude. Again, you can screenshot that, take a picture of it, write it down, whatever. A different video, I will teach you how to load them all into your units. But if you just want to do a handful of these, this is the easiest way to do it. So look at that. So you got that big rock, you got a high spot over here. I won't waypoint that one, but you get the point. When you start pulling the water back, oh, there's an even better one. June 2018, you get an even better picture. Was it 20? There you go. There's one in, I don't know why that one's black and white, but you can see there's one in 2017 in February, higher water. You can see where that rock is right there. I'm not sure again why it's in black and white. You'd think 2017 would be in color, but it's not. Here's even a better one. Look at 2015. So not only is there a big rock pile there, but look how this arm comes out. So you could add a waypoint right here. It's called that tapering point. Again, make that right there. There's your lat and long. Boom. I mean, you can see what an amazing tool this is. Those of you guys that have never used Google Earth, this is an amazing tool to check out your fisheries. You could see some, I mean, the proof's right here. I mean, look at the detail. You go all the way up the river, you can find current breaks. Again, that R, I mean, look at this little spot right here. So the river, when the higher water's up higher, it's gonna come around, got a little deeper spot right there. Got an outside rock pile sitting on the current break. You got a creek coming in here. All this stuff you can waypoint with never starting your boat and having to run miles up the South Fork on Oroville. You could just waypoint it right here, and the next time you're out on that fishery, boom, you got the waypoints. Now you can dissect it, you can grid it out with your side imaging and really dial it in, but you have an eagle-eye view, an aerial view of your fishery. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments section. There is so much cool stuff you can learn with the technology. Today's units, mapping, your chips, your Navionics, your Lake Masters, chips. Google Earth is just another tool in the belt to use when you're getting out on the water to better your fishing. And I know some people are against technology, but it's here to stay, guys. And this is an amazing tool. I use it all the time when not just fishing, just exploring hiking trails and mountains and all that sort of stuff, but fishing. You can really see how you can go dial in your fishery, check out the different water levels, see what kind of structure is there to fish, and it's all at your fingertips. You guys, if you guys like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We do 3 videos a week for you, strictly teaching you guys, showing you guys this type of stuff to better your fishing so you have more success out on the water. The more fishermen that we can get out there having fun on the water, having success, the better for the up and coming generation and the better for the industry. As always, guys, we appreciate you. Have a good one.